You are not going to believe the form we've been in. We have lost once in 3 months, and that was to Bayern in the Champions League, so it doesn't really count. Bayern were also relentless, but 2 weeks ago, out of nowhere, they lost away to Schalke, who we then beat 3-0 a few days later. 30 matches played, 4 remaining, and we lead the Bundesliga by 1 point from Bayern Munich. Warner is still the best player. He's also scored 21 goals, because why not? 13 assists from Stroikens, he's topping that table. Warner on 11, Saltor on 8. We have the 3rd best defence and the best attack by a mile. 84 goals. And what gives me real hope is our last 3 matches of the season look immensely winnable. Hertha Berlin at home, Mainz away, and Stuttgart at home on the final day. But first, we have to get past last season's champions, Bayer Leverkusen. My only hope is that they're distracted by this thing called the Champions League semi-final coming up a couple of days later, and that does seem to be factoring into the media's expectations of this. We are favourites, 12-8 to Leverkusen's 13-8. This is going to be a tight game. Either way, though, we are on course for a record points haul this season. 81 in 2011-12 is the current record. We're on 74 with 4 games left. So it's team meeting time. Stuart Ward, who has done amazing things as this team's manager this season, thinks we should ease the pressure and tell them they're not expected to win. And he's absolutely right. Our title chances do not rest on the outcome of this match. It doesn't matter whether we win, lose or draw, as much as I would like to emerge victorious. And Paul Warner saying that's the attitude we all have to take. We weren't expected to be in this position, so anything from this point on has to be considered a bonus. We were 3rd favourites until not very long ago, and it's worth noting Bayern are still odds on to win. 3 hours before we play Leverkusen, Bayern are away at Hertha. Could they do us the most unexpected and unlikely of favours? I'm not holding out much hope, put it that way. But oh my word, Hertha beat them. Hertha beat Bayern 1-0. By the look of things, it was a fairly even game, and in fact, Hertha had the momentum for the majority of the match. Bayern must have been distracted by their own Champions League semi-final tie, because this should not have happened. 6 saves by the Hertha goalkeeper, and we are in control. If we win, we go 4 points clear with 3 games to play. But we have to do it without club captain Kayan Duzdag, who is suspended. We are definitely going to miss his leadership on the pitch in this match. But I have to believe in this team, and most of all, I have to believe in Stuart Ward. Stuart, show us what you can do, my friend. Oh, that is heartbreaking. It's a 2-1 defeat. We had 58% possession, 18 shots. I mean, basically, we bossed them. Look at that second half match momentum. That heat map, we had total control. How did they have a higher XG than us? We actually scored a ridiculously early first goal. Jadon Bennell, 3rd minute. A Marquez cross right to the back post, and Bennell just kind of toe poked it in. Didn't even need to stoop to head it. But then Leverkusen hit back. DRB, it was poor defending. Ball looped up into the air. There was a free header for their attacker. And then, I mean, it was a beautiful through ball from DRB. Beautifully weighted, but tucking away into the bottom corner. Look at that pass map. 78 passes in the final third, 50 progressive passes, and we just could not get an equaliser. Really does feel like we've missed an opportunity here. But it's okay. We are still in pole position. We're now level on points with Leverkusen. 3 matches left. We've got a far superior goal difference. So basically, if we just win our last 3 matches, we are champions. So, of course, we play Hertha next, who just beat Bayern Munich. No problem here, right? Well, the drama continues. In the opening fixture the following weekend, Leverkusen, after beating us fall to a 1-0 defeat at Köln. So if we do beat Hertha, we basically put Leverkusen out of the running. Come on, Mainz, do me a massive favour. Put Bayern out the running too. Can you beat them away from home? Definitely not. No, it's 4-0 to Bayern. Musiala double, Koop Miners and Tresoldi. So they now go 2 points clear of us. But we play Hertha Berlin in 2 days. My most excellent buddy Stuart is definitely seeing the benefit of playing late. He reckons we get a little bit longer to prepare for this match, and he finds it better to react to a situation than to try to set the bar. And that's just as well, because both board and supporters are expecting a win. Supporters hoping to see us go back to the top of the table. So come on then, Stuart. Show us the benefits of that extra preparation time and get this job done. Oh, and my word, he does. It's a 2-0 victory. It feels like Adeyemi has had a quiet end to the season, but he's got the opener here with a beautiful finish from a lofted through ball. And then it was that man returning to the team. Dusdag from a Struyken's corner, leads by example, shows this team exactly how it's done. Look at this, 29 shots, 13 on target, an XG of 3.52, and Hertha didn't have a single shot on target in that entire match. We totally bossed them. And Stuart Ward shaking up his tactical approach once again, same formation, but this time 2 defensive midfielders, an advanced playmaker out on the wing. Stuart definitely knows how to get the best from this team. Ward absolutely delighted to see Dusdag back. He thinks he lifted the rest of the team. It was a brilliant performance, but we've got to do the next match now without our other star centre half. Gerard Rogan is now going to miss a match after collecting 5 yellow cards. We are racking up the suspensions in this run-in. Onward to Mainz! Unsurprisingly, board and supporters again expecting a victory here. And we could, if things go our way, actually sew up the title today. But that would require Bayern to lose away at Stuttgart and Leverkusen to lose at home to Wolfsburg. The chances of 1, let alone 2 of those things happening are remarkably slim. So we're just going to play this one as normal, go on holiday, and it's all going to be down to that Stuttgart match on the final day of the season, I have no doubt. Just worth pointing out on the verge of this match as well, look at our wages to turnover ratio. We're spending just 30% of our turnover on wages compared to 50% for Bayern Munich. We are on the verge of moneyballing our way to the Bundesliga title. Well, it's another dominant victory for us. 21 shots versus 6. A 3-0 victory with 61% possession. Ball-winning midfielder and defensive midfielder combo this time. And no-nonsense centre-backs. Phoenixson playing in the middle of defence. And it all worked beautifully. Marquez to Struyken's. Adeyemi took a shot. It bounced off their goalkeeper. Bernal was there to tap in the rebound. And then it was over to that man again, Paul Warner. Saltor floating the ball in, and Warner leaping tall to loop a header over the top of the goalkeeper. Outstretched hand cannot reach it, and then Marquez cutting inside to Struyken's, and Warner is not going to miss from that range, even with a first-time finish. The form that he is in, what a remarkable player. Look at that, we were all over them, completely dominating the midfield. Struyken's playing as a winger that time out looked to have worked remarkably well. And Quesada, interestingly, playing as a roaming playmaker. Looks like he's pretty good in that role, although we bought him to tackle and tackle hard. Bayern keep the pace though with a tight 2-1 victory over Stuttgart. Well, I say tight, they absolutely dominated the XG and the possession, so it probably wasn't very tight at all, but they only managed to get the winner in the 80th minute. So our task now is simple. Win on the final day of the season, and Borussia Dortmund will beat Bayern Munich to the Bundesliga title. I mean, that sounds easy, right? There's not a Borussia Dortmund team in history that's ever failed to do something as simple as that. Oh, come on, boys. Come on. You can do this. Well, with a guaranteed second place finish, the board are delighted that we have achieved one of our club vision objectives a year early. We are officially the best of the rest in the Bundesliga. It'd be nice to just be the best though, wouldn't it? Well, we're not just favourites against Stuttgart, we are odds-on favourites. We're 8-11, they are 7-2, and they have lost their last 4 consecutive games against Bayern, Leipzig, Freiburg and Leverkusen. Please, please don't let us be the ones to screw up that sequence. Stuttgart will definitely be without Dane Scarlett, my England number 9, so that's great news for Borussia Dortmund. Not so good news for England, but we'll worry about that with Anthony Clark another time. Dersdag is rallying the troops. He wants to go out there and win this title. And that isn't the only thing we would win. We're on course for that club record number of points. We're currently on 80, so a win will take us to 83. And we're also set for a record number of wins. The current record is 25, so one more takes this Dortmund team, Stuart Ward's Dortmund team, the team that Kirk Sheridan built, to 26. And Struyken's as well, 1 assist, and he becomes the best assister in Dortmund's history. No pressure to anyone. Look at this, the team have trained exceptionally well this week. They are up for this, and it's time for our final team meeting. I'd love to be able to hand this over to Stuart Ward. That's one of the few things as Director of Football that I can't pass on. He is telling me to ease the pressure on the players and tell them they're not expected to win. But you know what? I've done enough of that this season. We are on the verge of the Bundesliga title, and this team could become legends if they win this match against Stuttgart. So that's exactly what I'm telling them. Win that title and become legends. Well, okay, it's annoyed our third choice goalkeeper. It's angered our third choice goalkeeper, in fact, but everybody else is well up for this. So, Bayern host Freiburg. We, Dortmund, host Stuttgart. Board and fans expect to win. And the supporters hoping for a last day drama where the team can win the title. You know what, I'd be quite happy without any drama, just going out there, nice, simple, easy victory. That'll do me, thank you very much. And just in case he needed his ego massaging any further, Paul Warner has just been anointed as German Footballer of the Year. 34 goals in 46 games with an average rating of 7.8 and 16 assists for good measure as well. Let's hope he doesn't become complacent after that personal recognition. And this, my most excellent friends, is the moment. It's gut punch or glory. The big one in front of 80,000 people at the Signal Iduna Park. If we win, we will be crowned Bundesliga champions. 1 point clear of Bayern Munich. Look at that. We've got a far superior goal difference. And we are off. We need to be watching these matches. Keep an eye on that Bayern-Freiburg score. So just imagine, last season with Anthony Clark, we won the Premier League with Everton. This would possibly be an even bigger achievement. Borussia Dortmund last season finished 5th. They were just qualifying for the Champions League. Stuart Ward has come in with the squad that I have built for him and done absolutely remarkable things. I have an adaptability of 1. He has an adaptability of 6. He can at least now speak fluent German, and it shows, because the form that we have been in, particularly in this second half of the season, has been absolutely remarkable, and Bernal cannot quite put that finish away. Svenningsson on the edge of the box, it loops up, Adeyemi cannot get to it ahead of the goalkeeper. I must admit, 35 minutes in, I would have liked to see more of us on the ball, taking some pot shots at the Stuttgart goal. But Svenningsson now is bombing down the left, and it cuts back to Bernal, and it's off the woodwork. Oh my goodness. Come on. Don't let us screw this up at the final time of asking. Don't let this be another Dortmund bottle job. This can't be the case. Svenningsson causing all sorts of threat down the left wing. How did he manage that? That was some kind of outside of the right foot dinked cross. Incredible stuff. But Bayern are still drawing. They have not been able to take the advantage. So as things stand, we're still champions. Warner picks up the ball on the edge of our box, but it's stolen away. It's stolen away by Stuttgart. They're coming back at us. Oh, but Rogan steps out beautifully. Quesada, Adeyemi, Bernal. Out to Svenningsson again. Oh, who now loses the ball. Bernal takes the opportunity to run down the wing. Can he get past two players? Well, it comes to Warner and it loses the ball, but Warner is in and Adeyemi. Oh, my goodness me. We're doing a good job on the high press, but we're not creating as many clear-cut opportunities as I would like. But McNish on the ball. Oh, Struiken's in acres of space up front, who then cuts inside and loses it. Dusdag heads clear. McNish once more. Adeyemi has runners ahead of him, but can't play it to Bernal. That final ball is lacking. These boys are feeling nervous. You can tell just by the way that they're playing. We're not giving away any opportunities to Stuttgart, but we're not creating the opportunities for ourselves. But Bernal! Oh my goodness me. This is painful, painful, painful stuff. Don't. No. Oh my goodness gracious. Right. Somehow, Bayern are still drawing against Freiburg. We have an XG of 1.6 already, but we're yet to put the ball in the back of the net. 67 passes in the final third. 36 progressive passes. Surely this is only a matter of time. Look at that XG. Look at that momentum. Come on, boys. Get a goal before half-time. That would make me feel so much better. No. Right. So Stuart Ward's team talk at half-time. There is a lot riding on that message. I hope he said something incredibly motivational. I hope he said something that the boys are going to remember for the rest of their lives, because quite frankly, they need it. Struikens with a free kick from wide. Is this our opportunity? Adeyemi cannot get it into... Oh no, we were offside there as well. Oh, please don't let this end the way that it's looking like it's ending. Struikens floats the corner in. Dusdag can't get on the end of it. Bernal to Warner. What can he do from the edge of the box? He rifles it. It's that man again. Warner single-handedly, potentially winning the Bundesliga for Borussia Dortmund. Oh, my goodness me. So Struikens floated the corner in. It was cleared. Bernal nodded it to Warner, who just pushed forward. Looked like he'd given himself far too much to do, but no, absolutely not. That man can do anything. So, of course, Stuttgart have a highlight straight from the kickoff. Don't do this to me. Do not do this to me. Oh, man, what a tackle. Bernal surging through the defence single-handedly, and the tamest of tame finishes. That was a shame. Beautiful, amazing run, but an absolutely pathetic finish. Look at that heat map. We have been all over them. So let's just pause and take a look. Bernal with the assist for Warner. So as things stand, Struikens is not quite getting that individual's assist record, but there is still time. Adeyemi is having another quiet game up front. So I suspect it is only a matter of time before Rykov is brought on. 70 minutes gone. Sebastian Blecker, who I've not even heard of, comes on, I presume, for his debut. What a game to come on and make that. 83 minutes gone, still just the one substitution. It is 1-0 to Borussia Dortmund. How are things standing in the other match? Bayern have gone ahead against Freiburg. We have 3.5 minutes left. 3.5 minutes remaining to not concede. If we can keep Stuttgart out, we win the Bundesliga. And it's a throw-in for Bernal. Blecker. Bernal to McNish. Back to Bernal. He floats the ball across. It's cleared out, though. Far too deep. Marquez cannot create anything. And the ball is hit right upfield. And Dusdag is about to be sent off with 2 minutes of the season remaining. Oh, my goodness. How dramatic an ending is this? 4 minutes of injury time. Can we see this out? We can! We can! Oh, Dusdag, despite being sent off, is going up there. He gets to lift the Bundesliga trophy. He did what he needed to for the team there. It was cynical. It was professional. He did not allow Stuttgart to break. If they had broken, if they had scored, the Bundesliga would have fallen out of our fingers. Here we go, my boys. Yes! Champions! Oh, incredible. That is 2 seasons in a row, in 2 different countries as director of football, that I've won the league title, the top divisions league title. The Premier League with Everton, now the Bundesliga with Dortmund. What a journey this has been. 2 seasons with Worthing as Director of Football, 2 very difficult seasons with Birmingham, 4 years at Everton, and now my first year at Dortmund. Despite an 89th minute sending off for our club captain, look at those match stats, look at that momentum. It was never in doubt. And quite amazingly, the media are even counting this as a double. Despite me saying that the Super Cup is a glorified friendly, no, media consider us to have won 2 trophies this season. All thanks to that man, Paul Warner. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've had some fantastic players stepping up this season. Struyckens, 8 goals and 17 assists. Bernal, 9 goals, 11 assists. Saltor, 11 assists from left back. Quite remarkable. Adeyemi, 32 goals and 11 assists. Rafael Luiz doing a fantastic job in defensive midfield. Marquez at right back, 8 assists. But that man, Paul Warner, 47 matches played, 35 goals and 16 assists with an average rating of 7.8. Look at how good he is. Struyckens is delighted that we've won the Bundesliga and kept our promise a couple of years early, may I add. Quesada the same, and the board are absolutely delighted as well. We were supposed to challenge for the Bundesliga title in 2034-35. Well, we've just won it 4 years ahead of schedule. The supporters have said that having someone like Stuart Ward in charge is a source of great pride. Yes, I cannot argue with that. This man has been an absolute legend. Dortmund's first Bundesliga success since 2012. Stuart Ward, rightly proud. It was a magnificent achievement, and there we are. Final confirmation. Bayern did manage to do their part. They beat Freiburg 1-0. But we beat Stuttgart and we take 83 points. That's the most points in a season for this club. The most league wins in a season for this club. Yes, I know we spent a lot of money this season, but they were all Moneyball signings. That is £500 million well spent. Every single one of those players has increased in value, and next season we already have £65 million to spend and almost an extra £1 million a week of our wage budget. Oh my word. Well, trust me, you are not going to want to miss the next episode, because it will be the start of my 10th, and I will say now, final season as the Director of Football on FM23. I'm sticking to those Moneyball principles. I will still be looking for undervalued players, but I'm going to be going out of my way to improve not just the squad, but the first team. Because there is only one competition on my mind for next season. One competition we have to go all in for our 10th season to prove just what is possible to accomplish as the Director of Football. Next season is all about the Champions League.